Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The Bank of England has warned of a squeeze on household incomes this year as the cost of living rises faster than wages. The bank's governor, Mark Carney, expected only moderate growth for the UK economy. Looking further ahead, he predicted a better prospect, but only if the government secures a smooth exit from the EU. Our economics editor, Kamal Ahmed, reports.
Wherever you live, a clear message from the bank. 2017, a year of squeezed incomes, higher prices and slower growth. But better news could be coming. Mark Carney kicked off his mixed message on the UK economy with a warning.
This is going to be a more challenging time for British households over the course of this year. Real income growth, to use our terminology, will be negative. To use theirs, wages won't keep up with prices. Consumers are split between the worried and those that see more positives ahead.
No matter what you go in to buy nowadays, even shops or even, for the animals, no matter what, everything has gone up in price.
I do think it's going to get worse when Brexit hits hard. So I'd say I'm not really looking forward to the consequences of Brexit.
We're seeing stability in the UK, and that's a positive thing. I think the economy is actually on the turn, on the way up.
I think you've got no choice but to kind of look where your money is going in terms of like shopping, spending, holiday prices obviously going up as well.
It's those rising prices the bank is focusing on, saying it expected inflation to rise by 2.7% this year. That is in sharp contrast with the rise in earnings, which will languish at just 2%. Over the next 2 years, more positive news, with a growth upgrade for both 2018 and 2019. The bank also insists wage growth will bounce back.
Why are you so confident that that will come to an end and that wage growth will hit 3.75%, you suggest, by the end of 2019?
We're conditioning on a smooth process, a smooth Brexit process, and the extent to which uncertainty over that process is temporarily weighing on wages, that should dissipate.
Today's report from the Bank of England can be neatly summed up in 6 words. Short-term negative, long-term positive. Yes, that income squeeze is back for this year, but assumptions that global growth will be stronger, an assumption that the Brexit process will be smooth, has left the bank more bullish. The governor had a warning for all corners of the country that interest rates may rise more quickly than some expect as the economy strengthens, as long as we get that good Brexit deal. Kamal Ahmed, BBC News.
The cost of living is an issue for all the main parties, and there was a warning today from the Bank of England that it's set to rise further. Giving his quarterly health check of the economy, the bank's governor, Mark Carney, said wage growth would continue to slow as inflation rises, but he said the pain should only be temporary. Our business editor, Joel Hills, reports on how we're all feeling the squeeze.
Sell out everywhere we go at these prices. Look at the quality. Pick where you like. Thank you very much.
Almost a year ago, the people of Hull voted overwhelmingly to leave the European Union. Few regret that decision, but it has come at a cost. The impact of the weaker pound is starting to be felt.
Look at the people here now. Look at them. They're not carrying any shopping, are they? They're coming for a day out because the weather's nice. It's just hard. Nobody's got any disposable income. Everybody, and they're all after a bargain.
I worked here last year. Compared to last year to this year, there has been a big difference with people and the spending power.
Today, the governor of the Bank of England confirmed a squeeze on living standards is underway.
This is going to be a more challenging time for British households over the course of this year. Real income growth, to use our terminology, will be negative. To use theirs, wages won't keep up with prices.
The good news is the bank expects the pain to be short and sharp. Forecasts economic growth of 1.9% this year, only slightly lower than its previous forecast. As it stands, inflation is higher than pay growth. But while the bank expects inflation to peak at 2.8% by the end of this year, it believes pay growth will accelerate to just under 4% over the next 2 years. The Bank of England predicts that both the economic slowdown and the squeeze on living standards will be temporary, in part because it assumes that the process of leaving the European Union will actually turn out to be smooth, that despite the political dust-up that we've seen recently, Britain will secure a settlement that won't disrupt the flow of trade to and from these shores. That optimism is shared. In the face of uncertainty, the port of Immingham is expanding. It's a multi-million-pound bet that things go well.
I can't see Brexit hitting us that hard, the way the volumes are growing at the moment, and obviously the interviews and whatnot with other customers, they're expanding as quick as we are.
Britain is headed out into uncharted waters and at a clear and present cost. But in this part of the world, there's an unshakable belief that great things lie out over the horizon. Joel Hills, ITV News in Hull.
I've been getting away.